Hey everyone, I am Eerie Dev Guy and I am the developer of CurseForge. I've been working on this project for the past month and I want to show off a little bit of the progress that I've made. I've made a previous video on this one explaining the core mechanic, which is crafting, and in this one I want to explain a little bit on how I'm handling everything. So, as one of you pointed out in the comments, my recipe list was getting a little bit too large because I already had like 2 different weapons on it. And I thought of a way of reducing this or managing it better, and I came up with this nice book. Now, the book itself is an asset that I bought from the asset store. It's only $20, so I think it's a pretty good deal, and it's a pretty sick looking book because you can customize like the cover, text, and the pages. All of these work in a kind of weird way, but I think it's pretty neat. So what I did is that I put all my recipes in these pages, and basically anytime the player wants to craft a sword, he will press on this button, and then your recipes will change. And don't pay attention to that first recipe page. I know it shows vegetables, but it's a placeholder, like pretty much 80% of everything you're seeing here. So yeah, every time you want to switch between what weapon you want to do, you just click in there and then you get the recipes for each one of them, which I think is pretty neat. Another thing I did is that I replaced some of the assets that I was using before. These ones are still the same because I don't care about that yet. So I used to have like a realistic table and a realistic anvil, and everything was a little bit more realistic. And this time around I'm going for a more stylized, low poly take on it. I know there's a little bit of a controversy in the game dev world about asset flipping or using the Cinti asset pack. I know that's a pretty popular one and it's like burning people off. But I think if used correctly, it should be fine. Like this table and that character are from 2 different asset packs, and I bet most people won't even notice. She's also glitching a little bit because she's like she has like 3 models loaded at the same time or something like that. I need to fix that, but let's not pay attention to that. Another mechanic that I've made is the NPC itself. So the way it works is that the NPC walks in, leaves a note, and then he or she asks for a weapon. Like in this instance, I am giving them a numeric value, and at first I was going for like intelligence, so the smarter the character, the different weapon he would ask for. But I think I'm gonna take a different approach. I haven't changed that yet, so that's why her handwriting and grammar is terrible. But she's basically just asking me for the cheapest weapon because she got like an intelligence 1, and 1 means dump, and dump means dagger, which doesn't make sense, I know, but right now I have it that way. So she's asking for a knife. I'm gonna go ahead and craft her one. And so I need an iron ingot, I need a gold ingot, I need leather and wood. So leather and wood, and then these should craft that, and then you put all the pieces together and you get the dagger. And then as you hand it to her, she will take it and walk away, and then a new customer will walk in. So right now that's basically how the NPCs work. You can see here that I got a different table, and my idea here is that this table is gonna hold all the loot that each adventurer has. So basically I don't want to have the player like mine and chop wood and, you know, harvest things, because I really don't want to give that sort of grindy aspect to the game, and I want to make it faster. So my idea is that he's gonna grab this item, put it into like a furnace or somewhere else. It's gonna cook or melt, and then you'll get some items back. Like, I know it won't make sense for you to smelt this and get like wood and leather and whatnot, but maybe it's not gonna be in a smelter. Maybe it's gonna be like a magic Magoover or whatever. you know, something like that. That's the main idea that I have. And then I also want to randomize this access or whatever items he's carrying. So each NPC will have like different item slots. So he has two big item slots in the back for big weapons. He's gonna have a smaller item slot on the sides for smaller weapons or just items. And then I was wondering if I should implement like an income system or a currency system with gold, you know, money to kind of you give him money. I mean, you give him a weapon, you get money back, and then the more expensive the weapon, the more money you get, and then you get to buy stuff. So my main idea of using money is like purchasing their items back, so you just don't get them for free. So you have to like manage your money a little bit better, so you give them a good weapon and then you get a lot of money, and then you can purchase some better loot from them or even monster parts, because I want to implement an or add monster parts to the game so that you can get like, I don't know, a dragon's horn or a mermaid scale or whatever, and then you can use those to make magic weapons, and those sell really good, you know. I don't think that will be like feature creeping, because the bases are already there. If I wanted to add a dragon horn, I can just use the things I already have for like this, call it a dragon horn, and then it'll just spit out a better weapon. Another thing that I really want to do is that, so you know, in like simulation games like TCG shop simulator or whatever that's called, you have like all these space in your store with like tables and trophy cases, and then you got your binder and all that. So I kind of want to do something like that with this. I want to make a big like blacksmith house, and then in there you can have like a tavern on the side where adventurers like him can just leave his request and then go sit at a table and drink and eat while they wait, you know, kind of like a restaurant or whatever. And then as you make good weapons, you can choose to either sell it back or put it in a trophy case for display, and then having the weapons on display will then drive more adventurers to come to your smithing thing. So I know that's a lot of ideas out there, but I really think it's doable. So as you can see, I am really excited about this project. I really want to see it through, and I really want it to be a big thing. Everything I just said, I already have like plans for doing it. I already have the main idea and the main focus that I have to make it real. I just wish I had a little bit more time to dedicate to this, because I am only able to do this 1 or 2 hours, 3 if I'm lucky, in between in weekdays, and then on weekends I am able to spend, again if I'm lucky, like a full day, a full 8 hours working on it. So please, if you really want to see this go through, consider leaving a like, subscribing. It literally costs you nothing. To send the video off, I just want to show you the advancements that I have on that smithing house that I mentioned earlier, because I am already working on a different map. This is kind of like the testing map where I've been testing like the stations and the characters and everything that I'm developing. But next I'm gonna show you the current smithing house, and that's gonna be it for my part. So stick around for that. Consider subscribing, leave a like, and thank you if you made it all this way through. See ya.